There is a reason that the Detroit Lions were so excited and us fans were ecstatic when we heard that we signed CJ Gardner-Johnson. There is a reason that we freaked out when we thought he was done for the season, because this guy is going to be the catalyst, in my opinion, of that defensive change in the secondary. I think Aiden Hutchinson is going to lead the defensive line. He's going to be the guy that leads, that anchors that D line, right? But our secondary, Jack Campbell's going to be the future for the linebacker room. Our secondary is going to be, even though it's a 1-year deal, I think CJ Gardner-Johnson is going to set the tone for years to come, because this guy here is bringing something that we haven't seen in a long time. He's going to make our offense better. Now, Jared Goff did pretty well last year. Made the top 100, number 66, 29 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. But Jared Goff is going to become a better player because of our secondary. And one of the reasons why is CJ Gardner-Johnson. Remember early on in OTAs, Jared Goff said that the secondary was a lot stickier than it was last year in years past when we had Amani Oruwariye and Jeff Okudah. And we saw what happened to Jeff Okudah. I'm sorry, Jeff, he's always been terrible to me. Hated the pick. Sorry, but really not. Jared Goff is going to be a better quarterback. And he has to be. He has to be, because if he wants to take our team all the way, to prove all his doubters wrong, he has to be trying to get better. And our secondary is going to do just that. Let's look at this play coming from Detroit Lions Twitter. Now, there was no training camp today. That resumes tomorrow on Wednesday. This is a play. Again, no defensive rush. But let me let this play a couple times. Look at the play that CJ Gardner-Johnson makes. Now, remember, this guy was hurt last week physically, had an injury, and we were all worried about it. But there's a couple things that I want to point out about this play, okay? And one of the things that I want to point out is Jared Goff, when he talks about how sticky the secondary is. Okay, CJ Gardner-Johnson looking the whole way. Breaks soon as he sees that Jared Goff is about to release this ball, he's already gone. Now, in my opinion, Jared Goff threw this ball very lazily, kind of just casually, like he was playing in the backyard with Kristen. And that allowed CJ Gardner-Johnson to come up and make the play on the ball. But look at the break. He's going to make Jared Goff a better quarterback, because Jared Goff is going to have to be more, he's going to be more earnest. Get that ball out, get it to the receiver, and get it completion. You don't get a pass breakup. He was fortunate there. But CJ Gardner-Johnson, if he's a step earlier, that's an interception. Interception. Now, this is what this guy brings to the table. This is the kind of secondary that we're going to have and how revamped it is. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see it. And I see why. I can't wait to see it for myself. And CJ Gardner-Johnson is going to be the real deal. Now, there's another play here that I want us to take a look at. Both, again, coming from yesterday in training camp. And this play gets you just as excited as the previous play. All right? So much. Now, I think that's Goff that's still throwing him the ball. But CJ Gardner-Johnson with the vet savvy moves here. Beautiful, man. Everything about this play is beautiful. Because initially, and that's Denzel Mims that he's guarding. Mims with the step. Gives him a little bit of push off right there. CJ Gardner-Johnson still got his hands on Mims right there. Recovers. A little touchy, but not enough to get a call. Lets him go, right? Running down. He tugs him just a little bit. Just a little bit. Misdirects him as well. If you look at this, look at the misdirect. So he's going to, let me let it play. After the tug, Denzel Mims gets all discombobulated, and now he's running further outside, and now CJ has the inside enough to make the play. Because, again, these are anticipation throws. So he might have beat him at first. got a little tug, a little snag, closes in, and gets the ball. Now, assuming that there is somebody, if this was an actual game, then it's possible that somebody is there waiting for an interception off the tip drill. So again, this is going to be fantastic, and this is the type of things that CJ Gardner-Johnson is going to help bring to this secondary. Not only the veteran leadership, but also the skills that we have not really seen for a long time, and that's Denzel Mims. Mims runs a 4.38. Had him beat at first, but he recovered and got the play that possibly could have led to an interception. This is going to be fantastic, and this is the reason, again, why we had a fit when we thought he was done, and why we celebrated so much when we found out that we signed him. I mean, he was an Eagle, and all of a sudden he was a Lion. We didn't even know that the Lions were even looking at him. So this is a big deal. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How excited are you to see not only CJ Gardner-Johnson, but the defense as well? You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.